Hey guys, Leftonite here. So today I want to talk to you about the VGC NCPC, the Supreme version. Now this is just going to be a first impressions / overview video. I'm just going to go over some of the features and just my first impressions of it, really. First thing I'm going to make a note on is the material. The material is, of course, real AOR1, as this is the Supreme version, but it doesn't feel like 500D Cordura. It feels a little bit lighter, but it is new, so that might just be brand new fabric, but it does feel very soft and very thin, but I'm sure it will hold up just fine. The webbing is the same. It's real AOR1 webbing on it. Now the stretch fabric on the sides, I find it to be very accurate to the real NCPC that Cry makes. So that's pretty good, and it does have a little bit of stretch. So I put a 10 by 12 training plate inside here, and it fit. It did have a little bit of wiggle room still. So I do think that this could fit a large plate, probably no problem. Now one thing I do want to say I'm a little disappointed with VGC on is this webbing right here, or the shoulder strap. I asked them if they could do Coyote Brown, as that's what Cry uses. They told me sure, it's not a problem, but it looks like they just painted their tan straps that are on them normally and just painted them Coyote Brown. I'll get a close up. As you can see on the other side, let's wait for that. Hopefully you can see in the picture on the other side, the material is a very light color, while you can see they just painted over it. I mean, it's nice that they took in consideration what I asked them to do, but I mean, it was kind of poorly executed in my opinion. Now I kind of want to go over the stitching. The stitching is pretty good. It's kind of a hit or miss. The stitching on the Molly is it's bar tack, so that's good to go, but it doesn't go all the way through the Molly. I'll bring it up close. Let's see if you could see it in the video, but as you can see, most of it does not go all the way through the Molly, and actually on the bottom right here you can see it's only halfway bar tacked, so that's a little disappointing for the quality. And the only other place that it's a little worrying is right up here. You can see a little bit it's coming loose. It's not something that I'm really too worried about, but you know, that's just kind of how it is with these replica carriers. Everything else is really good. The harness is stitched pretty great, and pretty good, and the rest of it is great as well. I haven't found any other problems with it. Now I want to talk about the padding. The padding does have Cry Precision's branding on it. I'm not sure if this is real or not, but even if it's not, it's still really good padding. I probably wouldn't upgrade from it because it is very good padding. Now, I want to talk about the buckle. The buckle up here, this is ITW buckle, I believe that's what it is, and it has branding on it itself. But this is not, it's not on VGC or anything like that, but it does make a little bit of noise. So if you're running and you hear that, that's the buckle on your shoulder right there. You can easily take that off and just kind of switch it up. Now, and over here I will talk about the communications / hydration tube routing. This true to color, so that's also good to go. The padding on the shoulder pads is really, really nice. Once I put the training plates in, they'll weigh about 5 pounds each, and then plus the magazines. And most of the weight was actually riding on my shoulders because I didn't have the harness fully adjusted. But I mean, I was able to run around and still be relatively comfortable with no problems whatsoever. Now, everything I have in the pouches is just kind of for show, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. Up front, I have 3 WE M4 mags, and the elastic on the pull tabs is a little bit weak. You can either upgrade those. It's, again, probably not a very big deal. I want to talk a little bit about the admin pouch. So you get it open. The admin pouch is really, really large, and it does have elastic in there that is also bar tack, so that's a really good, a really nice attention to detail there. And something that I also really like about this carrier is the fact that VGC has some sort of plastic on the inside of the plate itself, so it does hold its shape, which is really, really nice. So if you don't have plates on hand, either makeshift cardboard ones or training plates, or if you want to throw real plates in there, go ahead. But if you don't, it still holds its shape relatively fine, and it still looks, in my opinion, pretty good. Now, as you can see, I don't have the harness on because I kind of wanted to go over putting that on just in case anybody was curious about that. So you take this part of the harness right here, and it slides into this, there we go, this little bit of webbing right in here. And for whatever reason, if the cummerbund is too short for you, you could always move it up. You can see that the harness actually has some MOLLE right here, and it also has the, I believe it's SKSS integration right here, so if you're running the battle belt, you can put that right up in there. I'm sure it will work with this, as they try to make everything work with Cry stuff. Like the zippers on the back, they integrate with Cry back panels, which is a really nice feature. That was something that I was actually looking forward to, was a back panel, and they delivered and said that they were going to do one that was compatible with it, so kudos to that. Now, I'll go ahead and put this on. Simply just slide this in. This also has, before I slide it in, this also has a Velcro strap, which I believe on one side you're supposed to Velcro it in, and then the other side you can just slip in, but I just slip it in anyway because it's not that big of a deal to me. I could just, the external cummerbund holds it in there just fine for me. But you simply just slip it into there. It's a little hard to do with gloves on, so it might be a little awkward for you to watch this. And then just slip it all the way through. You have the radio pouch over here too as well, which also has MOLLE. So if you are lucky enough to get a custom-made flap so you can take this off and just run the harness, that would be the way I would honestly do it. But if you don't, you know, there's MOLLE there in case you want to put another pouch there, or put some chem lights. It has the elastic. It's the same elastic that's on the front, and it has the kind of this little tab that goes on the inside with the Velcro on the cummerbund. So what I do is I put one side in, and then I move over and do the exact same thing on the other side. See if I can do this with gloves on, as it can be a little bit difficult. There we go. That's fine. On the right pouch, on my right, your left, would be a Thunder Bee. I just have some stuff just kind of shoved on the bottom so it hangs up so I can grab it if I wanted to. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes only. And then on my left, your right, I have a TRI 152. Fits in there nicely. You probably don't even need to put the bungee cord over it like I have not done. And then once you have the harness on, the external on. Now this is my major gripe, and I don't believe this is VGC's fault. I believe it's a design flaw, in my opinion. But the cummerbund on the outside is very, very long. As you can see here, it goes almost all the way to the other side of the internal flap. And this is also on the outermost MOLLE, so it'd be the closest to me. or it would make this the shortest. And then the same thing on the other side. Simply just kind of push it in. And lower the flap. Now, because those are kind of in a wacky area, this flap can easily just come off. So that's kind of a design flaw. I feel like it's with the NCPC and not VGC, as I've seen this same issue with some Appos. So hopefully they could either fix that, or someone will come out with a mod to change that. Now on the left, my left, your right again, I have a Eagle Industries Kydex pistol pouch, again just for demonstration purposes. The buckle, before I get too far, the buckle can also be switched to the other side just in case, whatever reason, and you can also take it off. Try it. Hit on that. But on the back, or actually on the cummerbund itself, I have a USTS frag pouch, just to give you a little comparison with the coloration. And on the back, I have a LBT, I believe it's 6142A hydro. It's the smallest one that they make. And then inside I have a sword splatter. I really like it. It keeps my water cold in the summertime and my water not freezing in the wintertime. The harness can be adjusted really easily. You just kind of take it off and you just pull the tab, and you can either tighten it or loosen it. In the back, it's really simple. And this also does have a Mergency Quick-Release system. You can see you just yank on these, that one right there and that one right there, and the whole carrier will just kind of collapse. Now, I have not done this personally. I have taken it apart while it was not on me, but I feel like it kind of hangs up a little bit, and also the cables are a little bit thicker compared to real Cry. It's not a big problem, but that's just something to note. Now, the size are both medium and plate bags and medium harness. Right here, I measured around 32 to 34, I believe, and then at my chest, I measured roughly 37 to 38. So, sadly, I'm right in between a small and a medium. The harness, once I have the something in both pouches, the harness is actually pretty decently snug on me. It's not too bad, but without that, it kind of swims a little bit. I do have a little bit of room right here and also on the back. I'm not sure if that's a design feature of the CPC. I'm sure it's not. I'm just really skinny, so hopefully I can pack on a few pounds for it. But you know, all in all, I'm relatively happy with this carrier, and I can't wait to get some more pouches for it and actually start to really use it and abuse it and see how it holds up. If you have any questions or comments, you know where to leave them. Make sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe. I really hope you guys like this video. I'll plan on doing a comparison between this and the Samapo when they come out with their medium, because the large really swam on me. So take care, guys. Enjoy.